So this video is for anybody who uses RadioDJ automation software. And if you've been trying to find some way to remotely control the software, I may have found a solution. It's called Unified Remote. You can get it on Android. I don't have any info as far as its functionality on iPhone, as I don't have one. But this should work on any Android phone, Android tablet. And what you can do with this is you can set up widgets on your phone. Like this is not a program that's open. It's just a widget that's on my phone, and you can set up control buttons to control different functions in RadioDJ, and it works over Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. So if you're on the road and you want to use this, as long as you have some sort of a Bluetooth connection, like a dongle, or maybe your laptop has a built-in Bluetooth function, you can make it work either way, Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. In my case, I've got it set up over my Wi-Fi network to control RadioDJ. So just to give you an example about how this works is each one of these buttons here at the top I have for my transport controls, my play functions. So if I hit this play button here at the top, you'll see that it starts the song, and I've got my restart song button right there. And you also have I've got my pause button, and then the main stop button, which will just stop it and fade it out. And these controls here I have set up for toggle auto DJ. So if you look on the software there, you'll see that I'm toggling auto DJ back and forth. Assisted and automated, I can toggle back and forth. And I can also toggle the input on and off as well. So far, those were the most useful functions that I've decided to set up for this. You could, in theory, set up your instant player section over here. You could set it up on, say, a separate page with a bunch of buttons as well to control individual instant players. But what I've found so far is that the most useful are the transport controls, toggling auto DJ assisted, and the input on and off. Now, this is not application specific. This is just a way to send keystrokes to your computer. So if RadioDJ is minimized, these keys won't actually control RadioDJ. They will just control whatever program is in the forefront on Windows. So if you have a computer that specifically runs RadioDJ, no other software, that's maybe where you want to use this. But if you're using RadioDJ and you're also switching back and forth between Skype, YouTube, and other things, if you hit, say, example, my play button is set up as the escape key. If you hit this button on any other program, it's just going to escape. It's not going to send any play functions. So it's all set up through keyboard shortcuts. Like I'll show you, for example, I've got all my keyboard shortcuts set up in here, and I have just linked each one of these buttons to their respective keystrokes that I have set up in RadioDJ. So what I'll do now is I'll show you how to set up this widget if you wanted to do something like this. Let me go to the Unified Remote app here. You go under Preferences, and you go under Widgets, and you'll see here that it shows all the buttons that I have set up. So if I wanted to set up, say, the play button, if this was a fresh start, I would go to Change Action here at the bottom. I would select my target as the remote, and then I would select Input Legacy. And then for action, you want to send a keystroke, so you would select stroke. Now, there's two sections here. You've got key 1 and value 1. You want to enter in the same key. You want to enter the same key under each one. So if I want to enter the escape key, learn how to type with one finger here, you need to enter escape into both sections under key and value. And then you'll see that it says escape and escape here at the bottom. That's how you know you're set. You hit OK, and now that button is set up. And you can also change the icon. They've got a ton of different icons in here that you can choose from. You can even change the color of the button. And if you want to use text instead of an icon, you would just enter in right here what you wanted that text to be. And then when you're done, you just hit the checkbox, minimize out of that, close that, and then now everything functions properly. Now, you could, in theory, set this up for different programs. You could have a page over here for maybe Adobe Audition. Let me close this. Let me stop this music so you guys can hear me. You could set up a different page for, say, controlling Adobe Audition. If you have maybe a voice booth that you walk into, you could set up record, stop, play buttons. There's any number of things that you can do with Unified Remote. But just to kind of show you a little extra of what you could do with it, it comes with a ton of different remotes. Like, for example, you can control your Windows Start menu with it. You can pull up charms. You can pull up, well, I've got a second screen, so that didn't actually show up. What it did was it pulled up on my other screen. So yeah, you can pull up like your Explorer. You can hit run, and it pulls up the run box. You can control Netflix, Facebook, VLC, Winamp, Windows Media Player, PowerPoint presentations. You can actually turn your monitors on and off, and I also have mine set up to start and shut down my computer. I can lock it. I can put it in a hibernate. I can do any number of things just from my phone over my Wi-Fi connection. So it's a really cool app if you want to try it out. There's a free version, but I would suggest getting the full version. It's only $3.99. It's, a couple of bucks. Who cares? But that will give you a really good sense of what you can do with Unified Remote. But if you have any questions about how to set up these keys and these widgets, leave a question in the comments. I'll do my best to answer any questions that you have.